So this is my fourth phone. It is a Samsung Galaxy Note 20. I got this in December of 2020 when my mom decided to have everyone in the house be on the family plan at Verizon with unlimited data. So my previous phone, which I made a video on, an LG Stylo 6, that one was forced to retirement, as now this at the time became my current phone. And mind you, up until this point, all my phones were much more budget models. They were not flagship or even like higher premium models. It was an HTC and then two LGs. So this was my first more proper, higher quality, company made phone. Not saying the others were shit, but this was my first Samsung, so it was quite special. And plus I had a stylus, which is here. Literally the name Note. So right here, stylus, you take this out and you could draw on it, which I did quite a bit. And I really like this one. I did. It's a shame what happened to it at the end, but I'll tell that story later. But this phone and I went through a lot. This was my phone from December 2020 until January 2025. So it was my phone up until about a year and a week ago, actually. That's when I stopped using it. But this phone did a lot, went through a lot. I was still in college at that time, in school at that time. I made the switch from University of North Florida to Palm Beach State College and changed degrees from information systems to computer programming. So this phone helped with managing some of that. But this phone also started, it took videos and photos in 2021 when I went to California. If you've seen that vacation video I've made for California 2021, all photos were taken on this phone. And so a lot of the pictures that I took on my vacations for the last few years was on this phone. It took those photos. It even took a lot of shorter videos too. And it was actually my first YouTube short recorded on this phone. It was the first time I made a YouTube short was in California, actually. I forget what it was exactly, but it was my first YouTube short was with this phone. I just got on the app, first make a short and did it. That was this phone that did it. And this phone was also there with me when I had my first job. When I worked at a place called Sebco Books. It's a small family business where they basically, it's like distribute books. Like you can buy books from them and then, they'll have it shipped to you. That's basically what they are. But when I started working there, that was my first job, and my phone, managed all that text, calls, whatever was needed, communication. And it kept me entertained when I was there because they actually let you, as long as you did your work, you were allowed to have like a phone or something so you could listen to music with headphones on. So that was with this. And I took all those pictures, over the years, all the videos, all the communication. And this phone was also still here when I changed schools again from Palm Beach State College to Broward College in August 2023, and changed degrees again from computer programming to film production. But yeah, so this phone went through a lot with me over the years. It really did. It was a great phone. It worked so well. It never really lagged. It was great. I really, really liked it. I really did. And it was still there with me, but it was until about a year and a week ago, though. And this is probably one of the most haunting things I've ever experienced. So it starts right. I was at a friend's place, just hanging out like normal, and then my phone screen just shut off for some reason. I don't know what happened. The screen just went black. It went dark. The phone was still on, the battery wasn't dead, it wasn't hot, but the screen just shut off. So that was obviously kind of scary, right? But then the screen turned on again randomly. So I wasn't trying to fight to not let it fall asleep because I was scared that if it fell asleep again, the screen wouldn't turn on again. But unfortunately, it did fall. The screen kind of functioned a little bit normal again, but then it just shut off again, and then it didn't work again afterwards. So We took it to Verizon, and they couldn't do anything about it. But one of the thing that was haunting about this is because the phone wasn't dead yet. So and I had an alarm set on it every day. So for the 3 to 4 days in a row, the phone, the alarm would still go off and you would hear it, but the screen wasn't on. So it was like the phone was like alive still, but the screen wasn't working. So it was like both dead but alive. That was genuinely haunting, and I had to put it in my closet so it wouldn't wake everyone else up. And even when I got my current phone, which is an S24 Ultra, there was still a couple, like 2 to 3 days after that. This was still at 6 a.m. roughly every morning, was playing the alarm. And the buttons would still work, so I had to shut it off with the buttons, but that was so haunting. Because it's like the phone wasn't dead yet. It was like it still had life in it still. But the screen wasn't working. We never got it, we never tried to get it fixed because timing was bad. It happened at the worst time because Mom was going to go, on like a big trip, or like out of the country. So we just never got the screen fixed, and I'll never forget those few days. Waking up, the alarm was still going off on this thing. The screen was off. It doesn't work. And it was honestly kind of sad and haunting because, again, it's like this thing still had life in it, but the screen wasn't on. So it was like in limbo. It was like dead but alive. And that was really haunting. It is. It honestly kind of made me feel a little bit sad a little bit at times. Because, again, honest truth, this likely would still be my phone today, assuming it still worked fully, if that didn't happen. And it was very tragic because I took very good care of this thing. I didn't, slam it very much. It was just very tragic again for this. I don't have the money for it now, but I one day want to get the screen fixed so it can at least turn on again. At some point in the future, and I know I'll have infinite time because people get old shit fixed all the time. But one day in the future, I will get the screen fixed so I can see it once again. I will. One day in the future, I will get it fixed. But yeah, so that was my fourth phone here, and I will make a video showing my current phone soon. I don't know when, but that'll happen soon. So yeah, there you go.